Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? I'm not sure you can blame me for this per se, but yes. Anyway, you join us to. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. No. No. No, I simply am. No, I'm not. I'm actually gonna put it in the notes too. Where am I? Right here. I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Period. There we go. Okay. Yes, well, such is life. Anyway, you you join us. Oh crap! I moved away from where we were before. Okay, let's zoom back out. Where are we? There we go. We're here. You join us in the middle of Tokyo, as we are in this PlayStation 2 version, a PlayStation 2 texture mapped version of Tokyo Tower. And oh, actually, it actually is PlayStation 2 textures, right? Like if you actually look at the way that this is textured, right? They literally just took a single two-dimensional image and plastered that on. So obviously, like the scaffolding. So this scaffolding is actually, how do I say? It's completely hidden because that's just a two-dimensional picture. So it is part of life. Yes. Well, excuse me. What time are we at? We're at 2 minutes. Okay. So, oh wait, that's the wrong button. 2 minutes. Oop. Holding. Oop. Can't type these days. Is just an image. Oh my god, I can't type at all. I can't even type that. Excuse me. Such is life, isn't it? Thank you. My throat is alright. My throat is alright. I do like the fact that it renders the buildings out into the distance. Right? Like if you take a look at this, it very much renders all the way to the mountains in the distance. And if we were to be just a tiny bit more weebish, let's see. There she is. Right? You see, there's my. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's Mount Fuji in the background, and of course we need to zoom back into Tokyo Tower. There we go. And so, if you were standing on top of Tokyo Tower, you would theoretically be able to see Mount Fuji, sort of in the distance, right? Yeah. Such as 1 second. Well, no. So this isn't anything new. Google Maps has been able to do this for a while. And but something was brought to my attention, which is that Google Maps is going for this, is slowly doing this realism mode, whatever, like reality mode, whatever. That's not important. Oh, hey, look, it's Tokyo Skytree. In case you don't know what it is, it's a tree in the middle of the sky. That's why it's called. And it's set in Tokyo, so obviously it's Tokyo Skytree. It's another broadcasting tower, right? To essentially I think it's a lot taller than the old Tokyo Tower, but I can't be sure. Anyway, not important. I was saying, like, this has always been in existence. Like you could always do this type of thing, but you can tell that it's sort of quite like once we zoom in, it's quite terrifying to look at, right? Like look. Exactly. It looks like a horror movie, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. What time are we at? We are at 5 minutes. Oop, wrong button. 5 minutes. And that goes there. Oop, goes there. It looks melted as if in a horror. And so obviously you wouldn't expect people to want to walk through Tokyo with it looking like this, right? Like it's it's simply not realistic. And so that's why Google is trying to do something about it, because obviously we've walked through Apple Maps, look around and fly over and stuff, and that was a fantastic way of doing it. Oh, if you want how horrifying it can be, like if we take this and we go to Hong Kong, some of the places are just absolutely breathtakingly ridiculous, right? So yeah, exactly. Hold on, let's go over and look at Tokyo Skytree, wherever that is. Can we not see it? Oh, I suppose not. Okay, zoom back out. There we go. There is Tokyo Skytree, right? No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I don't think it's... Oh, excuse me. Once again. Foiled by my own inability to use a mouse. Let's move back in a little bit. Oh, can we just do Street View? No. Do you know why we can't do Street View? Because Street View within Tokyo is not something I'm willing to do. Because we do it too much. Because if I keep doing Street View within Tokyo, then it's just going to, like... I accept it once and we're never going to stop, right? So I can't. With all the best intentions in the world, I cannot. In fact, I must not. We can go this close. We can go here, and then we can try to... Oh, we can't move by the keyboard. So we can look at this Nightmare Fuel. Or we can, as I suggested earlier before the stream, we can move on and do something else. How about that? Let's do that, shall we? There we go. Okay, we're pointing north. Let's walk around. Let's say Yokohama. Yeah. Kanagawa, Chiba-ken? Maybe. Let's see what this area is. Hima. Because obviously, like, this is still a busy industrial port, but it's sort of far away enough from Tokyo that we should get some interesting scenes. Yeah. So good. So let's start here. Oh, okay. So this is very, very small. Oops. Wait, didn't I have a different mouse before? Oh, I had this one. I did tell you to get rid of it. Now that's... I remember. Assistant, kindly. Oh my god, can't type. Reminding me that I threw a mouse out of the window. Yes, I did. But that was like years ago. Okay, no, it wasn't years ago. It was like 2 months ago. No, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, what did I want to say? So we are a little bit outside Tokyo, right? And you can kind of see that some of these areas, some of these buildings might not actually have changed for 40, 50 years, right? Which is fantastically interesting. Yasuragi Horaki. Okay. They make flowers. Fantastic. What was this? No, this is just a place. This is just, this is just where dudes live, man. Though it does seem quite weird to me that there's one house, right? Like that's a residential. That looks like residential area or a residential house. Ooh, why am I going that direction? There we go. Yeah. This looks like it's someone lives here, right? But then, like, literally nothing else around here is oh no, mind. It's over there. Okay, my bad. But still, it is a different type of. Actually, we'll just jump forward by a lot. It is a different type of living, right? Like if you're living in the middle of an industrial zone. Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to live living in an industrial zone. Like genuinely, I don't think I could stand it. It would just be too middle of nowhere, right? Like I need to be. I'm the type of person that I'm sure you all know this. I need to be in the middle of society, otherwise I would just go crazy, right? Like living in a place like this, even if the house is gigantic, I wouldn't. No, thank you. Right? Thanks, but no thanks. Exactly. Thanks, but no thanks. Well, okay. Yes. Yes, I did do that. No, I'm not going to talk about that on the stream. Can you guys like think of something more interesting for us to talk about, like stuff I can actually talk about? God. Yeah, okay. Let me type this. Yes, I did do that. No, I won't talk about it on stream. Blah blah. There we go. No, I'm fairly well aware of that. Yes, you are all just trying to make me appear terrible. As a terrible person. But luckily, in this modern day and age, people are too smart to understand. You can. Oh, that's fantastic! Look, doesn't that look like there's a head in there? Oh, this is great. What timing are we at? We're at. This is almost like a horror story, isn't it? We're at 13 minutes. Doesn't that look like? Look like the outline of a horror movie plot. Main character, right? Oh my god! If some of you start dying, like I can see it. I don't know if it translates very well to the stream, but it looks like there is someone's head, like at that window. And the more I talk about it, the more chills I get because that's fantastic. That is just. Oop, wrong button. Excuse me. What button did I press? I'm so confused. Can we get back to the Can we get back to the film, please? No. Where are we going? We're going north. So we have to go this way, yes. Yeah, when we turn around. Hold on, yes. 14 minutes. No. We're just gonna do this. Tonight, when you shower, when you turn around, she's going to be right there. When we turn around on Google Maps, he's going to be right there. Yes, 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 she is. Yes, she. Oh, that's the wrong button. Is it this button? There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's turn around just to make sure. Come on, turn faster. Turn faster. No. Well, actually, funnily enough, this would be the kind of like horror story you would get out of Japan, right? Like some inquisitive innocent folk go exploring, and then they see something they shouldn't, and then the spirits start haunting them, and that's very much a a a a a recurring theme within Shintoism. Let's talk about this real quick. What time are we at? We're at 16. This is actually a recurring theme within Shintoism. Because Shintoism is very much focused on the gods, right? And because it's focused so on the gods, it like everything can have a spirit, and the spirit of many things are malevolent. And so that means that you could theoretically have tons of spirits that are actually out to get you, right? So let's move a little bit closer into civilization. There's nothing here. We're going to move around to. Oh yeah, let's follow the coastal. Good point. That's not a coastal road. Actually, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but oftentimes when we that is. Ooh, what is that? That looks like a cult house, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Hold on, let's go over here. Okay, so that's some amount of housing, right? It looks like it's built for individual rooms. Let's talk about this. Blah blah blah. What is this? This is 17 minutes. 17 minutes. That looks like a cult house. Why is everything a cult house to me? No, not everything. It's just that we've talked about cults a lot over the past few days, right? And so I don't know if this is two separate properties or if that's one property, but like it would be a little bit creepy, right? Like imagine you have property in the middle of nowhere, and then you build a house, and then suddenly you get a neighbor and they build a house that's directly adjacent to yours. Like first they buy a plot of land that's directly adjacent to yours, and then they build their own house that's directly adjacent to yours. That's yeah, I would probably move away. Ooh, now that's fascinating. Because this is obviously a dilapidated. I don't think it's someone's house. Not sure what it would be though. Probably a factory of some kind, or not factory. Like I don't know actually. Like people live here, right? Like you can see that. I would never. Or that girl from earlier would just like show up on your Google Maps one day. I'm not making fun of her. Obviously, I'm making fun of the trope. You're just driving along, and one day she pops up on your Google Maps. That's your home, is it? Is it, Brett? Also, hi, Brett. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Also, shouldn't you be asleep, Brett? It's 3 in the morning, or past midnight. Anyway, another one of these, right? Like, I don't. Living in the middle of nowhere is not my definition of fun. Because you have to drive everywhere. And like even if you just want some milk, you have to like drive 20 minutes to the nearest convenience store. Excuse me, why did we go backwards? Well, no, you're right. You could get it delivered, and the delivery person will be the ghost, the ghost girl in that house, right? And she'll, instead of milk, she'll deliver you like a bag of crisps that's half opened and half eaten, and she'll just look at you through her hair and be like, "Feed me." Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so I didn't say that to be funny. I said that to simply confirm that that is the kind of trope that these types of horror movies go after, right? So it's very much something to be aware of. And Brett, sleep is fantastic. Sleep is only for the weak, for people who are too weak to acknowledge that their bodies need sleep. Wait, hold on. Sleep is only weak to people who are too weak to acknowledge that their bodies need sleep. There we go. Semantically correct. There's actually nothing particularly interesting here. It's all just like farmlands. Farmlands, more paddies, farmlands. That looks like a ore processing. 1,000 people gallery. What is that? Okay, let's go to the 1,000 people gallery. Excuse me? Please? Can we go to the... Oh, let's drop ourselves on this point. Is this a... Oh, yes. Good. I'm not sure... Where's this? Oh, that's the 1,000 people gallery. Okay, so it's a seawall essentially that's got 1,000 pictures of people on it. But actually, hold on before you guys continue that conversation. Brett, the best way to feel neutral most of the time is to actually sleep properly, right? So you should be sleeping because that's going to help you feel neutral and productive more often than not. Let's move to that dot. Oh, that's pretty. Are we on the top of the seawall? Oh, we are. Fantastic. That's cool. This way, I'm going... Oh, I can't move it that way. These things actually act as wave breakers. I don't know how well aware you are of what these things do. Yes, I'm going to give another science lecture. Well, but actually, those things are fantastic because they essentially they act as a dampener, right? Like, and they spread out the intensity of a wave over a longer period of time, and that makes the wave itself that robs the wave itself of a lot of the energy that it possesses, and therefore actually, like, essentially it saves so much. It saves some. Why is this all? Okay, let's go take a look at the toilet. Oh, it's just a parking lot. There's not even an actual toilet here. Oh, it's over there. Probably. Okay, and that's not quite as exciting. Yeah, the wave dampeners though, like, fantastic use of technology for it, and it's really old actually. But essentially, what it does is, a wave, you can think of it as a... Oh, yes, hold on. What time are we at? We're at 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Oop. Wrong button. Excuse me. Oh, that's the wrong button too. That's the wrong button too. Such is my life. Pseudomath. Pseudomath on the nature of waves. So you can think of a wave as something that's like hitting you all at once, right? The power of a wave comes from its simultaneity. So because it is able, is that a look point? Excuse me. Can I jump over there? No. Okay. Can I jump over here? There's literally nothing here. Okay, well, let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, that's because we're on this half island. Okay. Let's go here. Main thoroughfare. Hello? Oh, good. Yes, hello. Right. So on the nature of when, oh, pachinko in the middle of nowhere, pachinko actually makes a lot of money, right? Because there's nothing for people who live there to do, so all they can do is pachinko. Anyway, you can think of a wave as something that slaps you in the face, and slapping you in the face is it's very hard because all of that force is transferred from whatever, the fan, the golf stick, the iPad, the book, whatever, wad of money. It slaps you pretty instantaneously across the face. But if I take all of that force, but I spread it out even just a little bit, right? Like you can imagine, even if so that instantaneous time it takes to slap you in the face, let's call that like 1/10 of a second, right? You can imagine if I take that power and I now distribute that over even just 2/10 of a second, then you are no longer being slapped so directly in the face, but you're sort of your face is being pushed, right? So if it even just turning it from 0.1 second to 0.2 seconds, you are the instantaneous force is much less. So can you imagine if I turn that into 10 seconds, into 1 second, right? So 10 times the time, but the same force, suddenly means that it becomes like a push against your face as opposed to a slap. And if I extend that further, if I extend that over like 10 seconds, that becomes a caress. I extend that to 100 seconds, and it's almost like air is gently pressing against your skin. So the idea of these coastal things is that instead of allowing all of it to hit every single surface at once with a gigantic wall, you channel the water away from each other and use that rock to sort of create these little eddies and swirls, and the water itself will rob itself of its power, right? And is that another pachinko parlor? I don't know what Zeus is. Slot Stadium. Okay. Well, no, actually, so gambling is pretty hard. Like true actual gambling is pretty hard to see in Japan. What time are we at? 29 minutes. So 29. Actual daylight gambling is pretty hard to find in Japan. But you can see the effects of it everywhere. What button am I looking for? I'm looking for that button. Oh, that button. No, that button. IE, or no, not IE. EG, pachinko, slots, etc. Where, and these things work by essentially putting a layer between layer of obfuscation between the gambling results. No. No, we'll do that another day. Yeah. No. No, no thanks. Okay, let's look over to this side. We see nothing. Let's Okay, if there is enough demand and there's enough persistent demand, then we'll do Tokyo. Okay? But the reason why I want to stay away from Tokyo is because it's just too cliche. And I'm not like we've seen enough of Tokyo to really last us a lifetime already. So like, we don't actually have to. Oh, look at that terrain. So it's gonna show us some mountains. That's kind of cool. I'll agree to that. That's kind of cool. Daiji. These temples are nice, huh? Like small, out of the way. You can see that religion really permeated the society. Anyway, we're at 31 minutes, so we are done for today. Yes. I can actually feel my voice fading, so we we are going to stop here for today. Yeah, no, this was fun-ish, I suppose. Don't particularly. No, it was fun. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please don't do Chrome, and I shall see you all tomorrow when we will be doing Minecraft. Yes. No, we did not skip over the philosophy. We're just doing yesterday, instead of having had a philosophy. Okay, I should write this. I'll write it at the very top. Instead of having a philosophy stream yesterday, I just answered some Discord question. And that seems to have been fine. So yeah, okay. Anyway, we're done for today. Yes. No, I haven't forgotten about it. Okay, are you ready for it? Here it comes.